Okay, guys. I don't do a lot of midday updates, but today is a very important midday update. Went and checked on a job and came back home. First of all, I wanted to show you guys my trade log for the month so far. Um, Actually, this one needs to show canceled, uh, canceled. Um, Oops, 51.5. I'll calculate the profit in a minute. But that being said, um, not bad for the month so far. One loss trade, minus 16, 17%, basically. Total of 551% on low leverage for the month. You know, this doesn't seem like the biggest percentage win compared to a lot of guys, but you got to think I'm using 10, 15, 20 leverage on a lot of these plays. Most guys are using 50 to 100. And so, yeah, they're going to get 551 in one trade. But when I go 50%, or even like this one, 281% on a 15x leverage position, I'm making more money than even if they did 500%. Okay, so let's just make something really clear: the leverage matters, not the profit percentage, right? So, okay, let's get right down to it because we have a lot to cover here. First of all, like I said this morning, USDX continuing sideways motion, allowing for indices to do what they need to do and go through their corrective cycles. Probably not even going to get as deep of a correction on some of these anymore, like we had originally thought. Okay, I'm going to move these up a little bit. Oops, did not mean to move that fib. So you know, these might also actually end up being zigzags, right? It's kind of looking how it's all going to play out. We might get a really shallow correction there and then some upside here. So what does that mean for Bitcoin and everything else? So what it means is we are about to short the fuck out of Bitcoin, okay? And Ethereum and Litecoin. These are going to be official calls, guys. This is not, what's the right word for it? Speculation anymore. We are really lining up on this, okay? So here it is, official. Let's see. And then I need to pull one of these guys here. Wait a minute. That needs to go there. Thank you. Okay. Why do I always do that? This needs to be red. This needs to be red. Like this. Okay. Okay, you guys are seeing it here first. Official short box for Bitcoin. Guys, really simple. What we're looking for is RSI to come up here, peak out. Oops, let's delete that. My bad. Looking for RSI to slowly make its way. Come up here, peak out for 3, drop down for 4, really nice and deep. Hopefully somewhere down in this zone. Okay, coming back up, topping out here. Okay, this is what we want to see. is right there. This is what we need to see. Oops. Okay. This is important. Well, why is it important, Tex? Because we need to have divergence. We need divergence. Okay? There has to be divergence to call this cleared. Okay? There also is going to be a trend here on the RSI. So what we want to do is we want to keep this bouncing above the trend. We want to see it fall out of the trend, come and retest the trend and get a rejection and create divergence. Therefore, we're going to short our fucking lives. I'll pull a second mortgage on my house. Just kidding. But I am shorting this. Okay. So this is what we want to see, right? I'm opening the kimono here for you guys, right? I'm giving you the juice. Here's the sauce. Here's the sauce. Here's the real TA, the real time. You saw me measure this out. We've got a measurable move here, okay? A measurable move that I'm really excited about. And this is my official box. 23,529 to 25,222. Okay? It's a tight box. Maybe not for some people, but it is for me. Now, when we get more data on the 4, I don't know how deep the 4 is going to retrace, okay? I'll be able to tighten this box. We can measure 5 once we confirm 3 is done. Do not set your limits until 3 is done. We need to see this pullback. 3 can do this if it wants to. Do I think it's going to do that? No. But it can, okay? It can. So we always mitigate our risk. I don't want to set a bunch of limits and this 3 comes way up here and you guys are like, well, fuck you, guy. Like, what the fuck, right? Don't set your limits yet. But this is my official box as it stands right now, okay? My official box. Once we confirm 3, we get our 4, and we have enough data, then we'll know where 5 is going to stop, and then we can set our short limits in here. Low leverage, maximum 10x, guys. Maximum 10x on this, okay? All you high leverage traders, look, if you want to try to snipe the top in here, great. But you got to understand, we got a $2,000 range, $1,700 range here, okay? I'm not going to be able to tighten this right now. And the most I'll be able to tighten it is maybe something like this at the absolute most, okay? Which this is 23,945. This is like $1,000 range. It's about the best I can do for you guys, okay? There is no precise, like, perfect measurement. All I can say is this is basically where we're going to be right now, okay? So for now, here's the call as it stands. Layering, once we confirm 3 is done and we bounce in 4, I'll start to layer my entries between 23.5 and 25.2, okay? Quick crash course on how I trade these guys. For all of you that need to know, I take my entries, we'll make them yellow, okay? And I layer entries every 500 or so dollars, maybe every 300, just depends on how many entries I want, how much margin I'm willing to risk. And so you'll see I have a block of entries similar to this, okay? So my trading chart, or my actual exchange chart, is going to look like this, okay? I'm not saying copy all these entries. I'm just telling you that's how my chart is going to look, okay? So, the reason for that, you guys ask me, Tex, why do you do that? Well, I go like 5X, and I play this like a whale or a market maker would. They build a position. You know, a whale doesn't say, I'm going to go fucking 100 Bitcoin right here and short it right there. No, they build a position, okay? They would have shorted maybe 20 BTC here, let it come up. They're probably catching 5 Bitcoin entries all the way up here, and they're just going to keep shorting at the peak of every one of these little pushes. They're going to keep shorting, keep shorting, keep shorting, right? Now, they can do that because they understand that this is a big range and they have a lot of money, and they do it unleveraged, okay? They just short, 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 and they build a position all through this zone. We're not whales. Maybe some of you are. I'm not. I know a lot of guys aren't. We're playing with smaller money. So we have to find a more precise target. We find our precise target and we build within our precise target. I know it still seems like a big range, but guys, this is like, look, we're going to build this range here. Let me show you something. Okay. Let's go right from the middle. Let's say we grab all entries here. Let's go right from the middle. My final TP is going to be like 10K. And we'll put a stop loss up here. There you go. That's the trade, guys. Now, it might take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but this is the trade. We're going to take profits on the way down. We're going to reload here. You know, we'll have a profit target somewhere here challenging this low. We'll reload on the bounce, right? We'll take another partial down in this zone somewhere, another partial here. When it bounces, we're going to reload on more, and we're going to take a full final TP down here. So this is subjective to change based on how all these wave counts play out. But for now, I'm just using 10K as a mean, a median, an average, okay? It's how I feel about this play right now. And I really, really, really like this play, okay? I'm going to do separate videos for Litecoin and Bitcoin, Litecoin and Ethereum. So whatever you guys want to trade, I don't recommend trading all three. I only recommend trading one, maybe two of these. Bitcoin is the most sure of my trades out of these three today. It'll have the least return, but it is the most sure and safest trade that I have. But guys, we need to reach this box, okay? If we don't reach the box, if for some reason we decide to fail, like even here, do not FOMO here, because we can still be going here and making another wave of a correction, okay? As it stands right now, we are impulsing, doing a zigzag up to this zone. And as long as we continue our current trend, then this is valid. If for some reason this is going to change anytime in the short future, I will make an alert for everybody and let you know that we are not going to short this box until I can recount the waves and figure it out. As it stands, this is valid for right now. I'm hoping we see this in the next day or two. This is my place, okay? LTC and Ethereum coming soon, guys. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Hope you guys make some money. I'll put some official charts and official calls in the chat here shortly. Peace, chicken grease.